is my last swing, and I'm embarrassed to say it was only 78 miles an hour. And gone off is that I spent the last 18 months in Denver. So what you're going to see, just a beautiful day, and as soon as the snow melts, I'm going to go out and start practicing golf. What I'm going to show you today is how, using this device, you can increase your swing speed and start hitting the ball longer. Now they always say it's not rocket scientists. Well, let me talk to you something about rocket scientists, because I'm a rocket scientist, and this is a photo of a Titan IV launch vehicle that puts satellites into space. And if you zoom in here, you can see the rocket, and on top of it is a fairing. And that's one of my specialties, is how to design a fairing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of rocket science. Let me explain something about rocket science. So this is the outline of a fairing, and what happens is that as the rocket goes up, it reaches a point in the trajectory where you have max Q. That's when the aerodynamic pressure on the fairing is the greatest. So what you have is at the front here, you have very high pressure loads acting down here, and then on the sides you have smaller pressure loads on both sides. But what you really have to design for is when you hit a gust, and some of these gusts can be 200 or 300 miles an hour. And what they do is on this side of the fairing, where the gust is coming from, the pressure increases, and then on the other side, you get a reduction in pressure. So what you have to design for this big pressure that's acting on the fairing, you have to make sure that it doesn't collapse, it doesn't buckle. And then also, because of all this load coming across here, you develop big compression forces down at the bottom. So there's a compression force acting here, and you have to design it so that the bottom of the fairing doesn't buckle. So that's rocket science. So now I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do to improve my golf swing, which is not rocket science. So how am I going to improve my swing speed? Of course, you buy the magazines, and one of them talks about the X factor. So as part of the X factor, it suggests a few exercises. So I've been going to the gym to improve my flexibility and my strength. So I'm following the book. Okay, this is what you can do with Swing Revolution. You can use it as your own speed stick. It's better than a speed stick because it feels like a golf club. So what you want to do is every day, if you can, go out and swing for about 10 minutes. Then at the end, the Swing Revolution stores your last 10 swings. So if you record the lowest of those 10 speeds, that's this line, and then the line above is the fastest swing you had that in the last 10 swings, and you record that over a period of time, and this is the results from one of my friends, and over the month he gradually increased his swing speed from 80 miles an hour to over 90 miles an hour. And I'm going to demonstrate that I can do that same thing. So I'm going to go out today and I'm going to start practicing, and then at the end of the month I'm going to show you my results. And I guarantee you by the end of the month I'm going to have a swing speed of over 90 miles an hour. So how did my practice work? I'm going to show you the results. So this is a graph of my practice sessions over a 2-month period. And as you can see, I started off below 75 miles an hour, and I gradually increased my speed. But what I found is I was practicing a bad swing. So I went and took a lesson, did some more practicing, took another lesson, and finally I got everything, the rhythm going, and I reached my objective here. What you can see is the results of the last swing. And every time you every time you press the button, it recalls the last swing. So as we step through them, there's 75. So these are the last 10 swings. And you can see that they vary from 72 to 75. So I've got a long way to go, and what I'm going to show you is that by concentrating on your swing speed, you can gradually correct your swing, and I hope to get my swing up to 90 miles an hour by the end of the month. So this is the results from my last practice session. So I started off 88 miles an hour, and by 86, 83, 91, I finally reached it, 90. So that shows that with practice and measuring your swing speed, you can get to your objective. Those were my results. Your results could be even better. So use Swing Revolution, and you'll be increasing your speed, your driving distance, and your game.